Viper wall over towards that A side. This time, though, playing a bit more for deep information on the side of Foot. Yedijay, previously we had seen that tripwire over towards V a little bit deeper to try and contest the deep push that you would see with the dive coming in from Martin, but now Rebel being threatened here.
Yeah, and Mr. Fallen's very deep. They know he's in that proximity, and the stun from Adacaptan could be gorgeous. Paranoia net putting Mr. Fallen out of position, but he throws one back, which means he's bought a lot of time. 45 seconds and Foot repositioned backwards.
And that's what I talked about before, about choosing Mr. Fallen and Adacaptan to be the ones to play disruption over towards Rebel, the time that they can buy for the rotation. Mr. Fallen playing with a lot of health right now. He's still sticking around.
Yeah, that's a lot of health. You can say that. 27? 27? 27? It's so low. But still, look how far they're going to be pushing through. Narrate, Dry Peak doesn't care. Magnum as well. One after the other. Carmine Corp finding supremacy on the attack. They seem to be loving these. But Foot, on the other hand, can't be too happy about this. Yedijay scratching his head. Guys, when are we going to retake this together? No, every single one of them has died already. And Carmine Corp for yet another time, Ash, it looks like they'll be the ones on the hot seat to close this all out.
Yeah, nothing Yedijay can do in this situation. Toxic screen up, you have to push past it. Everyone's just going to be staring you down.
Be a wonder child, be a veteran. A 1v4 in this situation is impossible.
Just don't dive this shorty.
He might find one consolidation kill by the end of it, but it's 15-14. Carmine Corp have another chance to close it all out in their favor.
You can see Magnum is spitting bars right now in the IGL.
Yeah.
See, he's prepping for the next round already.
He's like, we want every single attack, guys. Don't do that same mistake we did the previous one. I can't read lips, but I'm guessing that's what he's saying. Still, it's 15-14, and there's a surprise for you, everybody. There is... Oh, okay, not that. This. There's an Odin. On Narrate. Again.
They're not coming back for it, though. Hey, he had one last time. He didn't clutch it last time. Got a lot of value out of those picks, but actual value as far as the rounds went left a bit to be desired.
Yeah, it's a matter of how they're going to be getting the site for free again. Tamaj is going to love a peek, but it might be a little bit too out of position. Magnum can't help out. Oh, he's a little bit too far deep here. Tamaj gets one. He might pull it up as well. He gets out with a pick. That's exactly what Carmine Corp needed.
Find the advantage, fall back, and play with the team now. Cavalry is running over from that A site, and Wingman finding that plant.
Mr. Fallen is on a flank here, but he is falling back, regrouping with the team. It looks like every single one of them, as soon as a presence comes in from KC, going to vacate and play for Mound.
He did enough pressure at least, though. You can see they're still concerned about that push through C-Link.
They definitely are, and here's KC putting all their forces together, all chips in one basket, all moving from the same direction, and again, Martin aggressing! First shot, bullets to the face of Yedijay. Stand up, doesn't care, in the fight, Foot turning it all back around in their favor, Adacaptan coming alive, Tamaj though wanting to turn it all back around. Rolling Thunder's already available, and Adacaptan takes them 15-15. This game does not want to end, and I'm loving it.
A 4K there for Adacaptan with the triple-double as that breach player. Heading into the next round, I mean, I feel almost so repetitive in a sense now, just with how many overtimes we've been hitting. This is round 30. Many overtimes we've been hitting. This is round 31. A normal game of Valorant, 24 rounds.
Yeah, Adacaptan, he's been absolutely incredible on these post plants, right? On these, you know, defending that spike to explode eventually. He's been absolutely massive. And that's exactly what Foot needs time and time again. They can rely on him. Magnum's got a Odin of his own, and what is going on? Losing 2 players from each side. Carmine Corp going to move into the A site now.
I mean, looking for information, looking to pressure a little bit further. See, it hadn't really worked out for them too well. And those post plants finding a bit more of that success towards A. Both Prowlers used up, but tree space not actually taken. Adequate rotations pulled from Foot with the comfort of Yedijay's trips over towards that B side at the very least, so no threat there. Door yet to be broken as well on that pivot.
And they're just playing the patience game.
I'll find you.
Oh, Haunts finds out that someone is at the back of the site, but there's still 2 more nearby. 45 seconds. Dizzy stopping Narrate from pushing anytime soon. There's also Yedajay entertaining the idea of a crunch, and Shin isn't looking right now. Well, now he is, but Yedajay is quicker to the trigger, and Karmine Corp are on the back foot for the first time on this attacking side. But this is their chance to do it. 4 versus 3.
They need to push one of these lanes here on the side of KC. They can't fully give up this site, especially when they're down on numbers on B.
Haunt. Really important ultimate to figure out how many players were in that direction, but only one spotted out of the 2, so how much attention do you turn in that direction? Flank in the making for Magnum.
Needs this pick on CNED.
Needs to go in quick though. Narrate holding. It's Cena to win it off instead, so it's Magnum to do the heavy lifting as all by himself, and he's up against 3. They know exactly where he is, but thankfully for him, 2 of them alone! Nanoswarm's doing so much damage, but Flash is going to interrupt him for now on the spike, defusing, and a captain. He's been great on these clutches. Can he do it for another time? Magnum swings, and Magnum wins! Karmine Corp, the attack was and always will be theirs.
A Red Bull clutch coming in here for Magnum, 19 and 17. They're even cycling up into that lockdown at the end of that round. Didn't need it though, knowing that it might just give the time for Captain to push in towards him. That got dicey. Again, talked about having to find one of those lanes. It didn't work out in that sense, but the wrap back around towards that A-link was perfect in that timing. We find match point once again here for Karmine Corp. For Foot. Wait, Shin is just up.
Yeah, he's going very aggressive on this one. It's a complete change of pace. Karmine Corp don't want to let it go to a post plant. They want to take the fight right in their face. But for now, not quite sure if that was worth it, because that was exactly a trade of jets? Razors.
Very least.
Same thing, right?
Very least with CNED being taken out, they don't have quite that same ability to dive in towards these sites. It slows things down a little bit.
Still, Paranoia re-smoking that position. And I'm just wondering here, Foot, they'll be in a world of hurt if they start pushing through stairs. And Magnum is just waiting on the other end. No more smokes to cover that angle. Magnum's going to cover the position. It's a lazy pick here from Mr. Fallen, which will be his demise. A site to be taken over. Ada Captain might be in trouble. Crack's try to help out, but at least you can count on Little Bro to get the spike down.
But look at this wrap, the timing. Detroit not spotting him anymore.
And he's going to continue giving Foot on the front foot here. Karmine Corp need to do heavy lifting here if they want to close it all out. Samaji and Narrate against the 3 of Foot. Spike touched. Attempting to be defused. Trying to get stuck with. Narrate with one aftershock to deny. It's a spray, but still, no one will prevail. It's Foot with 16 rounds in the board, equalizing yet another time. And Karmine Corp's aggressive maneuvers at the start of this round, again, didn't fall in their favor.
I like the idea of trying to change that pace on the defense. We really haven't seen that look coming out from Karmine Corp, but the timing from Yedajay on that flank over towards B, waiting for Magnum to fall before the push on in was sublime. Just being able to fully catch off Shin on that rotation. And now do we see that aggressive look towards this
Everyone's just winning their attacks, man. It's just a chessboard on the kill feed, on the round feed. But for now, it's again an early trade. Like we saw last time, we saw this push. And this Karmine Corp side are going to be aggressing with Cracks to the back of the site alone. He's waiting for reinforcements, and now the captain close by. Cracks win the fight? That's incredible. And that puts Foot right back on top. Magnum and Nari trying to turn it all around, but it's chaos on site, and Yedajay is here to clean up the pieces, trying to be the janitor in this situation. But can he sweep them off their feet? The bot dealt with. Magnum's got an Odin, so he can even spam across this wall. I think Yedajay realizes how difficult this situation is. Only good for one. By the end of it, as Magnum secures the deal.
Very clean swing coming out there from Karmine Corp, guaranteeing that trade. But always right down to the wire on every single one of these rounds. Swapping sides here once again. Karmine Corp, how do they switch up their defense this time around? Like you said, it's been the attacking side for both of these teams that have looked so damn good. Now, Karmine Corp, they're the ones to look and try and go for that early rebel control. 4 people stacked over here towards that A side.
Okay, how does Kami Court change it this time around? You can see Martin very far forward on this left-hand side. It has to be checked.
He's always
this
behind
is
a
a standard
box.
position at this point. Tina eyeing it for now, but Martin is able to clear it first. And if he gets an opportunity to vacate the area, Kami Court working off an advantage. Yeah, he's getting the hell out of there. So 5-4. And Foot have got catch-up to make.
Great reposition, and then it also forces Foot to use so much more utility just to clear out that left side box where Martin isn't even there anymore. Holding the new angle, tucked in. Can't see the barrel of his gun.
Magnum there is available as well. Disney
Play off the
does a lot.
contact.
Magnum deals with it. Martin dies, and Foot right back in the fight. Magnum gets one. And he's holding it so far. The smoke doing wonders towards B main. Foot not finding the comfort to push. And Kami Court this might be it. This might be it indeed. 2 players left. There's Yedeje and had a captain. Wonder Kid and someone to rely on. And it's had a captain that goes in for the first swing. It's 24 points of health. And he has to drop back 33 seconds, or the spike needs to get planted. And as soon as it does, you know there's only one player holding onto their rifle. Little by little, Kami Corp show their presence, teasing that they're going to push, but Yedeje doubles up, and it comes in as well! And it's all equilibrium. Scratch that, Shin is alone for Kami Corp. Oh, Counter Captain's been left behind, he's be able to close down the rotations! No way, but turn it around again! It's another comeback, another victory, and another round of overtime.
And all smiles there on stage from Ada Captain. You're looking over at this Foot squad. If you're in a 2v4 situation, Yedeje and Ada Captain are the 2 players that you want alive there. But curious, I mean, we don't obviously have the insight of what was happening in those comms right there, but expecting a bit more coordination on those swings, maybe a bit too much confidence, and expecting that that round was just in pocket on the side of Carmine Core, but
They've got to be hitting themselves for this, but they can't let it get to them.
it's the closest it's been to be able to close out this first match.
100%, it was a 2 versus 4. And they'll be hitting themselves if they don't close it out eventually, but so far, so forth, it's about who wins on defense.
Just trying to get that pesky camera that's been such a pain there that Yedeje's been throwing around. He's just fumbling with his headset right now. He's like, yeah, I'm chilling.
We know the fight is going to be in the last 30 seconds.
Valid. Trip broken though, over towards the B side. I feel like that's the first time that we've seen that actually broken in the first 30 seconds of the match. So a little bit more pressure on Foot in that regard, but you still do have Mr. Fallen watching the angle.
Foot have the impression that it's bound to be a C hit. Instead, it is going to be a B execute. And Mr. Fallen smoked off, won't be able to see it from all being taken over.
Regardless, Ada Captain has a great line to stall over towards B main if necessary with that fault line.
And with that, they bait Foot into thinking that again it might be a C hit given the presence shown in B earlier and the door opened thereafter.
Different trip though this time here towards C main.
But it's a double back on the decision because the spike heading towards C, even though there's a B execute happening in the making, so Foot are going to be rotating that direction, but now only realize there's 2 fronts being taken over here from the attacking side. Naira with first blood, but CNET able to trade it right back after. CNET trying to control the site, but it's Ada Captain that finds the pick instead. 3 versus 3, and on the 10-second mark, the spike will be going down up close and personal. 6 seconds, spike needs to go down, and Martin's holding down the mark, and that's Crux on the case in a 1v2 as he's already taken down one. Shin